Outside of the Capitol tonight, protesters made their voices heard, making it known that the anger over right to work isn't going away. 24 Hour News 8's Joe LaFurgey is live outside of the Capitol with that part of our story. Joe?
Yeah, Brian, it's quiet at the Capitol right now. Earlier today into this evening, well, folks are back letting the people inside know how they feel. As the governor took to the floor inside the House,
right to work has got to go, hey, hey!
Demonstrators stood in the cold outside. Throughout the afternoon, their voices remained loud.
Right to work has got to go, hey, hey!
Organized labor has strong roots here in Michigan. The UAW was born here. Generations grew up in local union halls. It wasn't that long ago any suggestion that right to work, the ability of a person to work in a union shop and have a choice over whether or not to pay union dues, would be law in Michigan would have been quickly dismissed. December 11th changed all of that. Republicans in the lame duck legislature approved it. Despite saying it wasn't on his agenda early on, the governor signed it.
Please join us to the right of the Capitol to help us save the legislature.
We have no faith that he can actually, we can actually depend on anything that he says.
So passion over the issue remains. For at least one protester, the anger crossed party lines.
I'm a nurse at Sparrow Hospital, and I'm a Republican union member. So I wanted to come out here and let people know that this wasn't just a Democrat thing. It's something that Republicans and independents should all be concerned about.
Right to work supporters argue the legislation allows workers a choice, and that organized labor can sell the benefits of a union and the dues that support those efforts to members.
Well, I think if you have a stroke, you can use it as a selling point to bring your family together, but I don't think a stroke is what you really want to have.
So where do the right-to-work foes go from here? Well, many of them say they will take out their frustrations at the ballot box in coming elections. But considering the failure of Proposal 2, that's a ballot initiative that failed last November that would have put collective bargaining into the state constitution, it'll be interesting to see what happens on that front as well. Live at the Capitol, Joe LaFurgey, 24 Hour News 8.
Joe, thank you. Our coverage of the state of the state continues on woodtv.com. You can find highlights of the governor's speech and more in-depth analysis.